Hey guys, welcome to day number 9 of the 12 Days of HorrorMas. I last reviewed the remake of Silent Night, Deadly Night called Silent Night. I said it was a pretty good remake, not as good as the original, of course, but still pretty good. I'm actually reviewing a movie that has been requested to me before, and I just didn't get around to doing it till now, and that is Gremlins. Yes, does it count as a horror film? Yes and no. It's kind of like a comedy horror. It's PG, so it's not like gory and all that. But I think I read it originally it was supposed to be very, very dark and super like gory, but it ended up being kind of like a kid's movie almost in a way. I feel like kids would be afraid of this movie too at some parts. I remember when I was a kid too, I freaking loved Gizmo. I thought he was the cutest thing ever. I used to watch this movie all the time when I was a kid. Not so much now that I'm older, but Friday night, we actually watched it, so that's why I'm reviewing it, because it's been quite some time since I've seen Gremlins. And I actually like the sequel too, and I know not a lot of people like the sequel. I enjoy the sequel as well. I like the different kind of gremlins, like the smart gremlin, the spider gremlin, the flying gremlin, just a little bit things like that. But this one will always be the better one. It's basically this dad picks up this present for his son for Christmas, and he goes to this like weird, like secluded like place and finds this thing right here called the Mogwai. And there's rules for the Mogwai. They don't like bright lights. They don't get them wet. And don't feed them after midnight. Because if you feed them after midnight, something bad's gonna happen. And you find out in this movie that what happens when you feed them after midnight is that they turn into these gremlins. And in the back there, right there, that's a gremlin. That's what they're supposed to look like. That's what they look like when they eat after midnight. And there's a leader, which is right there. His name's Spike. What happens is Gizmo accidentally gets wet, and he basically shoots out all these other gremlins. And Spike seems to be the leader, and he does pretty nasty things, like hang the dog up with Christmas lights outside in the cold, which is very, very cruel. And rip out the alarm clock, so they think the owner, he thinks it's 10:30 at night when it's reality it's past midnight, and feeds them, and that's when they turn into gremlins, and they basically wreak havoc all over the town. And this actually counts too as a Christmas movie just because takes place on Christmas. I completely forgot about this movie doing this 12 Days of HorrorMas. I don't know why I forgot about this, that this is a Christmas horror film. Yeah, I think of this more as horror. Just because it's PG doesn't mean that it has to be, like this kid friend. It's still creepy too. It's like Jaws and Poltergeist. Those are PG movies, and they're still creepy as hell. And this is another example. Joe Dante actually directed this. It says that Steven Spielberg presents, but he didn't actually direct it. It's like the movie Demons. People think that just because it says Dario Argento presents Demons, that he's the one who directed it, when in reality it was Lamberto Bava. It's like this. It's Joe Dante directed it. If you don't know who Joe Dante is, he is probably best known for directing The Howling, which is like kind of like the rival werewolf movie with American Werewolf in London. That's a pretty good movie too. But I think he did a brilliant job with the Gremlins. They definitely look real, and the fact that they were like robots, I think that's pretty awesome. Or puppets. But yeah, that's my review of Gremlins. I hope you guys enjoyed. Comment down below in this video what Christmas horror film you want me to review next. I'm definitely going to review Black Christmas in the next couple days, because I only have like 3 more days. But yeah, I'll see you guys on Monday.